adventurers, and welcome to our story time. Are you ready for a magical tale? Great! Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small, sunny village, there lived two little kittens. The older sister was named Luna, and the younger one was named Mimi. They were fluffy, playful, and loved each other very much. They were the best of friends. One bright and beautiful morning, Mama Cat gathered them close. "Today," she said with a warm smile, "we will visit Grandma Cat. She lives just across the meadow." Oh, the sisters were so excited. They started to purr and pounce with joy. They absolutely loved Grandma's house. It was filled with the smell of warm milk and the comfort of the softest blankets you could ever imagine. Together, they walked happily beside their mama. It was a perfect day. Birds were singing sweet songs in the trees. Colorful flowers were dancing in the gentle wind, and the kittens couldn't resist chasing the playful butterflies that fluttered along the path. Everything felt safe and wonderful. But then, something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, a tall, strange cat appeared on the road ahead. He was very sleek and wore a shiny collar that sparkled in the sun. He leaned down and spoke with a voice as sweet as honey. "Hello, little ones," he said with a charming smile. "Do you want to see a magical shortcut? It's a secret path. You'll get to your grandma's house much faster." Luna and Mimi looked at each other, their eyes wide with curiosity. A magical shortcut? It sounded like an adventure. Without even thinking to ask their mama, they quietly tiptoed away and followed the stranger down a different path. At first, the new path was incredibly exciting. There were mushrooms of every color, shaped like tiny, funny hats. Little fireflies glowed in the shady spots, winking at them like tiny stars. It felt like a fairy tale. But soon, the exciting path began to change. It became darker and a little bit scary. The tall trees grew so close together that they blocked out the warm sunlight, and strange, rustling sounds came from the bushes all around them. The fun was starting to fade away. "Luna, I'm scared," whispered little Mimi, her ears drooping low. "Don't worry, we'll be okay," said Luna, trying to sound brave. But she could feel her own heart beating fast, like a little drum. Thump, thump, thump. They walked and they walked, but Grandma's cozy house was nowhere to be found. Instead, they reached the edge of a wide, rushing river. There was no bridge to cross. The water moved so quickly, and there was no way for two little kittens to get to the other side. They were truly lost. Just as tears began to well up in their eyes, a kind frog with big, friendly eyes jumped up onto a lily pad. "Ribbit, are you lost, little kittens?" asked the frog in a gentle, croaky voice. "Yes," said Luna sadly, her voice trembling. "We wanted to go to Grandma's house, but we followed a stranger, and now we don't know the way." The kind frog shook his head slowly. "You should never, ever follow strangers, no matter what they promise," he said. "But don't you worry, I will help you." The frog was very clever. He showed them a line of big, flat stones hidden just under the water. He taught them how to hop carefully from one stone to the next to cross the river safely. Hop, hop, hop they went. On the other side, they met a wise old owl sitting high up in a tree. He blinked his big, round eyes at them. "Hoo-hoo!" he hooted softly. "Go back to the meadow where you started. Follow the sun in the sky, and you will find your mama." The kittens thanked the wise owl and started walking back, very carefully this time. They followed the sun's warm light, just as the owl had told them. At last, they saw a familiar path with the same colorful flowers they remembered from their walk with Mama. And there, standing by the side of the road with worried eyes, was Mama Cat. "Mama!" cried Luna and Mimi as they ran as fast as their little legs could carry them. Mama Cat rushed to them and hugged them tighter than ever before. "Oh, my dear kittens, you're safe. I was so worried. Never, ever leave my side again. And remember this important lesson: never follow strangers, no matter how sweet they sound or what they promise." That evening, they finally arrived at Grandma's cozy, warm house. She welcomed them with the biggest hugs and bowls of delicious, warm milk. The kittens snuggled into her soft blankets, feeling safe and loved. Luna and Mimi learned a very important lesson that day. Home is where you are safe and sound with your family. Listening to strangers can lead you far away from that safety. And so, Luna and Mimi made a promise to their mama and to each other. From that day on, they would always listen to Mama, and they would never again let their curiosity lead them into danger. And they lived happily, safely, and wisely ever after. What a wonderful story! I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember to always stay close to your grown-ups. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time. Bye-bye.